Um, Ramadan, Kareem, Saum, Makbul, our Muslim brothers and sisters. We apologize for the technical hit that happened a few minutes ago. We are back in studio. I am your host, Maureen Akinyi, aka Miss Mo, and with me here is my co-host,
MC Kildi,
and our guest,
Eridan Gradius Ndalo, DJ Dardy.
Yeah, so it is Friday, Sugapepper Conversations, and we are ready to start our show.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, our DJ.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, who is DJ Dardy?
DJ Dardy is a Busia born guy. Yeah, nimesomea Busia hapa mpaka seko. Then kumaliza seko nikaenda Uganda. Mpaka kampo. After that nika work job Kampala for 14 years. Nilikuwa na DJ as I do below the line marketing. Watu ita promotions. And yeah, that is experiential marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've said you went to Uganda. What prompted you to leave Kenya to go study in Uganda?
Basically, it wasn't my idea to go to Uganda.
Okay.
But my dad alikuwa ni, mimi nimesomea Uganda mpaka Makerere, nataka kijana wangu pia aende Makerere.
Okay.
So hivyo ndio vile nilijipata A level.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you went to Makerere too?
I went to Makerere, I did my 2 years there. Then after that nikaanza job.
What were you studying in Makerere?
Funny, education.
So you're now educating us via the Disk Jockey.
Yeah, you know, learning is a process.
Yeah.
Unaweza tumia mbinu yote kutichwa say.
True.
Sio lazima ikuwe umeenda kusimama class.
You're right. Yeah. So when did you realize that you wanted to be a DJ?
I picked interest nikiwa class 7 hapa Busia. So kwenda A level nikapatana na Sanai. Unajua Sanai, ma DJ siku hizo msalikuwa anatembea na bag. So akaanza kuniteach the hard way. Sijaenda DJing school. I learned the hard way na CD. Wacha siku hizo watu wanapewa ma software kutumia kulearn nazo.
sema
Disk. So me learned the hard way. And it was funny, that was my first year Kampala. Nilikuwa nimeenda club ya reggae na mabeshte zangu. So funny enough, huyu DJ alikuwa ananiteach pia alikuwa Makerere. So tumeenda club akaniambia, wewe nimekufunza enough. Sijaiguza mashini as ilikuwa crowd sijai play. Akanifungulia bag akaniambia, unajua reggae? What saved me nilikuwa na reggae fingertips. Hata ungeniamsha asubuhi ningeanza kucheza. So nilikuwa nimejua tu almost zile reggae za kitambo on my fingertips. Wakina Bob, wakina Misty and Roots, Israel Vibration, hizo zote nilikuwa nimezijua.
Maze, ambia watu story hiyo. Unajua watu hawajajua. Unajua madiji wa saizi wanapata controller,
Yes.
laptop. Tell them about this story. At least tuongee hapo kidogo alafu utacheza tu kama.
So I remember kulikuwa na hizi mashini zilikuwa zinaitwa
okay, before kulikuwa na
turntable.
Alafu tukakuja kwa player. But zilikuwa zinacheza CD. Hazina option ya flash and anything.
No, hakuna.
Yes.
So jina ilikuwa CD what? CD 800, si ndio? Yeah. Wacha hizi latest kulikuwa
na
hizo
35, kulikuwa na 800. By the 35 haikuwa na scratch.
Yes.
800 ikakuja na scratch, but iko na tubots
tudogo sana. So actually hizo ndio nilianza nazo.
Yaani pewe ni mhenga kama
me actually almost naweza relate because hata mimi interest nilipick in class 7. I don't know class 7 inakuwa na nini. Unajua, but the same thing. Unajua saizi ama maboy wa saizi wana sync music.
Yes.
But exactly. Kitambo tulikuwa tunatafuta pitch na mguu.
Yes. Yaani unatwanga hivi, unasikiza ngoma ukitafuta. Serious.
Na mostly mimi usema hata si masikio yetu ya DJ wa kitambo iliharibika kwa sababu ya hiyo. Cause sound iko juu, inabidi uweke headphones zikuwe high. Unaelewa? Ndio usikie ile muziki umatch na ile music. Unaget. So hiyo ndio nakwambia sisi watu wa kitambo.
In standard 7, I had a dream of becoming an air hostess. of becoming the best presenter wherever I was.
But you're beautiful
But,
enough to
but
be-
no.
You can still achieve it.
No, it's not about me. It's
Okay.
I'm still back to MC Kelby and DJ Dardy.
Yes.
So in 37, you are aspiring to be a DJ,
Yeah.
and you are pushing for that career. It's a career now, I believe.
Yeah.
So how did your parents take that when they know that you wanted to be a DJ? Yet you've gone to university to study education.
Funny enough, and this is something funny with me, that is just me. As much as I picked interest in DJing, I never wanted to make it a career. I wanted to make it like a part-time job. But what had, through me, since I was in love with music,
Yeah.
I wanted to be a radio presenter. Yes. But unajua saa zingine pia wazazi wanasema wewe lazima ufanye hivi. Hivyo ndio nilijipata nikifanya education.
Yeah. So you went to Makerere to please your parents.
Not please my parents, to open an avenue for me to achieve more in life. You know, education is diverse.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you can either be a teacher ama uamue kuingia into NGO field. That is another interest I had when I was growing up. Sasa nikiwa kampo.
Yes.
Even a friend of mine, Tony Oyugi, told me, usiogope kwenda kufanya teaching. Since uko na interest na kuingia NGO world, enda fanya teaching. Itakusaidia.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to facilitation, you know, they prefer someone with education skills, you know. So I found myself having 3 things in my mind that I want to do, or I'm doing, yeah, at the same time.
The 2 things are what?
DJing, yeah,
Education.
education,
And the NGO.
NGO.
But NGO was to come via the education.
Yes,
So, you told us you're a charity enthusiast,
yes,
and you have a passion with the teenage mothers.
teenage mothers.
Yeah, I've met you in charity events, and you DJ for the charity events. I don't know if you also
Yes.
DJ for free, or you charge you charge them for the performances. That's a story for another day.
Okay.
But why the interest in teenage mothers?
Well, I picked interest in teenage mothers because, one, I'm a father. I have a daughter who has just sat for her KCPE exams.
A proud father.
Yeah, and by the way, she passed. Alipita vizuri. So naangalia tu national school.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point niliona huyu mtoi ana grow na ni mtoi. You know, she's a teenager na kimaliza shule kutakuwa na hiyo open window. Hata kukiwa na corona, I was very scared.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But the good thing, she was under good care. Nalewa. So nilikuwa naona au teenage mothers nikiimagine kama huyu ni mtoi wangu sasa. What would I do? Unajua as a parent ina hurt. Kama hata haijakufanyikia but ukiona mtoi mwingine amefanyiwa hivyo,
Yeah.
yani inakuhurt. So that is what actually prompted me to pick interest. And that's where I met a friend who, like, I would say right now we are working together.
Yeah. So you've said your own daughter was under good care.
Yes.
Kindly expound.
Okay, under good care meaning she was surrounded with people who could guide her in terms of life issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also be monitored as a parent who is supposed, the correct way a parent is supposed to monitor girl child.
Yeah.
You know what I madam ukuwapea freedom mob ila ati you can they can do anything they want, yeah, watapotea.
True.
Because you know kwa hiyo stage they can't make their own sound decision.
Yeah.
They need to be guided.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, what about like, have you stayed with that lady, that girl, like you without her mother, or are you staying with her, or there's someone who is staying with that?
Are you raising her?
Currently I'm raising her. Currently she's with me,
Yeah.
but she was with the grandparents. That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
But I was doing my best to support.
Yeah.
wherever she was there.
So grandparents, it is often said grandparents pamper their grandkids so that they don't come out as so well raised. So yours was a different case. Yours came out well.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And I commend them for the good work they did.
Yeah. Yeah. So charity. Why charity?
Personally, since childhood, you know me, I wasn't brought up, I'm from a humble background in short. So sometimes muka chini naangalia the things I went through, which were not so bad. Actually, it was a humble family, God-fearing. But I have a soft heart. Mi sipendagi kuona mtu anahangaika. Unaelewa, wewe ukiwa na shida siwezi tu kaa nikuangalie na naweza kusaidia. It's just my nature. Siwezi explain ati sijui ni nini ama nilihangaika ndio no, sikuhangaika kwa maisha. Yeah, but ni nature yangu tu kusaidia.
Now, actually when you're doing charity, it means that you have somewhere else where you are like coming up with that funds to support the charity.
Yes. Yes.
Like I said, currently I'm working under Wendy's, I'm a friend, and I've just been initiated into her circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the organization.
Kavi to the rescue.
Kavi to the rescue,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what Kildi is trying to say, unless you are there just to support, like to offer your services for free, because it's charity. But if you want to offer them monetary help, like the other time you were getting donations, taking to the teenage mothers. So do you offer monetary or you just offer your services?
It depends with what I have, but I offer, I would say, both.
Both.
Monetary if I have, material stuff like clothes, pads if I have, if I can afford, but most of all services.
Services.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to go back to the DJ kidogo. Ulikuwa umesema wewe ni reggae, like ulipenda reggae sana. So as a DJ, do you have to diversify ama ukikuwa tu msewa reggae, wewe ni msewa reggae, and what of the audience that does not like reggae like myself here?
What I've seen, I would say, with the current upcoming generation, as a DJ inafaa diversify.
Yeah.
Kitambo ungenda club Nairobi unapata ni ya Lingala tupu. Yaani nacheza ukiingia hivi club ni Lingala tupu mpaka saa ile mnaenda home. Same na reggae, same na old school, akina soul, akina hip hop, jams, hizo za 2000 hizo. But now hii generation ili come up, hii generation ya 90s ikiendelea, ni watu wame come up na mind ya if you are DJ lazima tu diversify.
Yeah.
Even utapata most club owners na bar owners wanataka mtu mwenye anacheza kila kitu. Yeah. Why? Because I think they want to cut down the cost. Okay, it can make sense. So from my own personal view, you just need to diversify with the current generation. But for me, when I started, I was doing reggae, which was my best genre, soul, new jack and jack swing. Yeah, it's part of soul, but ni part of soul too. Jack swing. Yeah. Then kulikuwa na hizi majams, hip hop, soft rock. Yeah. I was doing all that.
You need to say something.
So anyway, you know, in this DJing part of it, actually it has changed a lot. And saizi hata ukiangalia poa, if I'm not wrong, hata reggae, you can't play reggae for 3 hours.
Exactly.
People
Yeah.
leave that club. You know, and even the Lingala side of it, you can't play it like 3 hours. So you need to diversify for the sake of the audience. Yeah. That's why, you know, people have changed. Actually, tuwatoa maganda kama nyoka.
Yeah.
So that is it. But the other part of it, you earn something from DJing? You know?
Yes, I do. Up to date.
Okay. Where do you do your entertainment? Is that part of it? Do you rove around in town? Are you stationed in just one place? Or?
I'm not a resident DJ, so I go where I'm needed. Yeah, but currently you can find me at the Quill Annex weekends, Friday to Sunday, but I alternate with my friends. Unajua hii COVID pia imeleta shida bwana. So ukiona jamaa wako pale hana kitu, namwambia kama unishikilie night moja ama mbili, huwa natafuta kwingine pa kushikilia pia. Alafu pia mi nikiitwa club yote nacheza tu.
So wewe una hiyo limitation kwamba just
No, sina limitation, and I usually make sure I tell the club owners that I can play anywhere as long as I'm not a resident DJ. But I also do weddings, corporate events. I do them. Actually, those are the most that I do. Yeah.
I've had complaints from different quarters from DJs saying that Busia as a county does not appreciate DJs. And many a times we've seen DJs being ferried from Kisumu and other cities to come and perform in events in Busia County when we have our own resident DJs, like now the Busia County DJs. What do you think is the problem? Or why do you think that is that?
I've tried to analyze that situation, but inafikaga mahali, I don't see the sense whereby tuko na madiji wakali sana hapa Busia, for example. Wale wenye hata ukipeleka Nairobi, they can do something better.
You can name them like
Unaelewa?
DJ who.
Yeah, just
Name them like DJ who, DJ Dardy. Yes.
Okay, kuna DJ kama Ken, yeah, DJ Fellow, DJ 5, seme Mix King DJs, yeah, DJ Sam, Cronim, DJ Risan, yeah, you understand? Ni ma DJ wenye unacheki tari crowd ya Busia imewajua na ina understand. Now wana understand crowd ya Busia. So miss your nagi point, unatoa DJ sijui wapi, unakuja unamlipa shilingi 30,000 ama 50. Na DJ wa Busia hapa anacheza hata anaweza lemea huyo DJ na unataka kumpa 1,000 ama 500. It doesn't make sense, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Na imefika point Busia nimesema si ati ni maringo, but DJs need to stand up. They need to come together na set charges. Mtu asikudanganye COVID. Kama ni COVID, Busia sahi buzz na mpaka 10, si ndio? Buzz ijae kuanzia seme 3, yeah, mpaka 10. For example, mtu amemake do yake poa. Kama seme maximum 100,000 mwenye ba. Why do you pay DJ 500 ama 1,000, honestly speaking? Na ni mtu wako na family, yako na responsibilities.
Okay, saizi huko unamaanisha DJ tuko kama Kisiagi.
Exactly, Busia.
Unajua Kisiagi, it's 10 bob per goro.
No, that's a fact.
10 bob per goro. As in, from those years mpaka saizi bado 10. By then nimekuwa kwa jamaa moja wa Kisiagi akicomplain. Unajua mimi ni Mluya na lazima ni interact na wasekao. Lazima nikuwe na rapport na hao sekos. Wanaweza ni mess, unanielewa? So tumekuwa na
Kisiagi is the best example.
unajua pia Mluya na unajua. So tumekuwa leo ilikuwa lazima tumeke ka story na yeye cause ile karapo unajua mwezi mahali iko. Unaweza kuja ukakopo kumwambia man nitakulipa headman. So
exactly.
Ameniambia manze ana complaint sana juu ya wase venye wanakaa. So ni venye Dardy anasema.
Yeah.
Actually kuset pace ya pricing ya DJing, it has been very difficult
And challenging.
and very challenging. And that's why, you know, from like 10 years ago, madj wamekuwa wakilipo hiyo pesa Busia. 10 years ago. So
True.
they run with the same trend. Mpaka sasa it's now 10 years after.
Kildi and Dardy, I would like to ask, to pose a question. Is the problem the DJs or the problem the managers of the clubs? Because at the end of the day, if it has been running for the past 10 years and upcoming DJs come accept the 500, 10 years to come, our grandkids will come and accept the 500. Just like you've said, Daddy, I think it is time that DJs came up together and refused that rate.
And that was my next point. You see, mi naweza kubali niende club yoyote hapa Busia, wanite, niseme price yangu, seme hata ni 5,000. For seme hata 8 hours. Yeah? Because ukianza kucheza 2 to 10, how many hours are those? Almost 8,
Yeah.
Mwenye baka tae. Mwingine asikie, Dardy alikuwa pale, akaambiwa 5,000 haiwezi. Unaona? Alafu kama nyuma yako ambiwa wewe hata 2,000 mimi nitachukua, hata 1,000 nitachukua. So that is one thing that is killing us here in Busia. Number 2, madija tuna umoja Busia hapa. And that is a fact. Hakuna umoja ya madija hapa Busia. Tumeform kakuns like mini beshta kilday, tunatafuta na wengine 5 tunakaa kando. So mimi nikipata gig natumia tu hawa 5. Forgetting we have other brothers of ours who can also do a better job. Just to uplift them, let us involve them in our gigs. And that is how we need to start. Tusiwe self-centered. That is how I work. Hata ukiuliza wase wenye nimetia gigs hapa Busia, they'll tell you, mi takosana kesho, lakini kesho kutwa nimekuitia gig, uje kule hiyo pesa.
So as it's
pia Dardy, pia ni kadije kadosi.
we shall get there.
So pia lazima natufinya na hivyo unamwambia.
So all these years, you've said, I think 14 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, you've been a DJ. So up to date, there's no association of DJs in Busia County.
I was told they tried forming. Me that time nilikuwa Kampala. I was in Kampala for 14 years. So I came back in 2014. And in 2014, najua pia nilikuwa nimepoteza wase, nilikuwa nimezoeana nao wengi hapa Busia. Wako majob Nairobi, watu wapi. So I had to start forming new friends. I was told ilikuwa ikavunjika, so sijui akajaribu kuform tena ikavunjika. I don't have the correct story about that, so I cannot substantiate anything.
So as it stands, maybe there is no association because you're not in one.
Yes.
Okay. And what keeps you motivated with all the outstanding challenges?
The love for music.
Music.
The passion for DJing.
Okay.
Hiyo passion ndio hata saizi nikiboeka tu kwa nyumba ama mtu aniite nitaamuka niende. Passion. Most of us do it for money. Any passion you have in the heart, don't focus on money sana, itakupoteza cause greed itaingia. And you lose that passion, utaanza kuboase. So mimi, all in all, as much as money is necessary, but I have that passion for DJing. It's one thing that I picked interest on na maintain mpaka sahi. Na imenifungulia networks. Whatever I'm doing right now, imenifungulia networks mpaka saizi.
Okay. Wait, saizi you've been in Uganda for 14 days.
14 years.
14 years. Yes. And you are here in Kenya again. That is your home. What is the difference between the music in Uganda and the music in Kenya, or how they pay in Uganda, how they do it in Kenya? Can you differentiate the two countries?
In Uganda, I'll speak about pay, what I've experienced. One, they pay with according to the name you made. Do you have a crowd that follows you? Do you pull a crowd? Yeah? That is one and the most important thing that the bar owner looks for. Can you pull a crowd? And for him, he makes sales. You understand? Then number 2, when it comes to payment, like nilikuwa na DJ kwa club fulani, that is 2014, early 2014. Ilikuwa ya mzungu fulani, alikuwa anatoka hizi Europe countries hizi, nimesahau. That guy, what he used to do, hiyo club ilikuwa ya wazungu sana, na hapo ndio sasa ilikuwa ya wazungu. What he told me is, we kama DJ for kuanzia saa 11 mpaka senye tunafunga. Then akaniambia, from all the sales that tutakuwa tuna make hiyo day, tunakupea 10% of those sales total. Whether wameuza hata maji, total sales tulikuwa naenda nayo kwa ofisi na accountant, tunaangalia sales, tuna reconcile, na kwa ndo yangu naenda. Tena next Thursday niko hapo.
So you on percentage.
On percentage from the total sales. That was reggae night peke yake.
What was your highest paid show? Umesema akia umekili nimeua show.
Leo umekill.
Yaani leo nimemada.
Nakumbuka ilikuwa Christmas ya 2013 kuamkia 2014. I was given 4 days, me and a friend of mine anaitwa Ras Brown. By the big up kama unanisikiza kwa Uganda. Yeye pia ndiye aliniintroduce kwa clubs huko Uganda, Kampala. Sasa after school now, after nimeanza job, because wale wa shule walirudi Kenya. Nilicheza, tulianza 30th, no 29th, 30th, 31st, 3 days, siku tatu.
If you don't mind.
Sema ni ngapi?
According to standards za UG, ilikuwa accumulate zote, ilikuwa almost 100k.
Kenyan
Kenyan,
money.
yeah, Kenyan money.
Wow.
That's the highest nimewahi earn
In 3 days.
in 3 days.
Wow. In Kenya you'd have garnered a whooping 1,500.
That place, actually, that place was a bit high class, so they was selling beer at 150. Yeah, local beers 150, equivalent ya Kenya 150. Then hizi beer zingine utapata 250, 300 hapo.
Man, you made money.
That day in Uganda you made money. Maybe you should go back to Uganda, because in Kenya you're going to make 1,500 in those 3 days. Whooping 1,500.
And that is why after nimesettle Busia, nika completely amua. Actually hata Kampala DJing was part time. Nilikuwa natoka job 5, baba na laptop yangu club. Toka club 3 kulala 7 niko job. That was my life in Kampala.
Because it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Now, how do you manage the pressure of ladies in clubs? Like, we are always coming to where the DJ is, and it is all of us coming to where the DJ carries the night.
Nicheze ile wimbo ya
DJ.
kukufa. DJ nicheze ile wimbo ya kukufa.
One thing.
Now, which one is that?
Unaona one thing.
Oh, Maluede. Oh.
One thing with me. Sikatagi requests. Huwa sikatai. I'll find a way of playing your song. I'll find a way of playing your song. Huwa sikatai request. And that is one principle I have. Mimi by the sinaga playlist. Ati nimekaa chini nimepanga vile naenda, no. Kama ni folder hip hop iko tu hapo. Mimi ni kutafuta ngoma yenye itablend na hii, yenye itaingia na yenye ita make wase dance.
So, my concern is not about the playlist or the request.
Oh, the pressure.
The pressure, like the ladies, some just don't come for the request. They come for you as a person.
Kuna wengi wameniambia weka sura ya kazi. So, one inanisaidia. Kuna wengi wao niogopa. Unless I approach them. But most of them will keep away. Because I didn't make sura. Okay, me was entertain hiyo hizo mchezo za club. Nimekuja kudu job, ni do job. Kani ku have my drink, I have my drink after and I leave.
Okay, we have other DJs who entertain those. So assume you are the one who's entertaining those. Sorry to say that. Are you dating? And what implication does it have to your relationship, you being a DJ?
Now that is a personal question.
It's a yes or no. You can choose to pass.
No, I'm passing. I'm passing because I'm not going to say yes or no.
Yeah.
And me, I would say when it comes to impact, because I've seen other DJs going through it, most of them who break up. Hata zimaribu marriages za wengi. I've seen. Because okay, some of us who tu na roho mzuri, we just want to entertain new people. There's nothing further than that. Yeah. Lakini sasa ule kama dem ama wife yako ako home, yeah? Yata imagine, huyu kwanza amerudi saa 9 ya usiku na simu ilizima, na pengine simu tu ilizima ukweli. Huyu leo kwanza ule mwenye alikuwa anamsalimia pale, huyu alienda naye. So you go, which is not true, You go with them to the club or no, you see, we are entertainers. Yeah. There's no point of you being an entertainer and
you don't communicate.
You don't. Yes.
The people whom you are entertaining. Actually, maybe long time ago, but nowadays things have changed. Na kitu naweza sema when it comes to DJing, nowadays ni kazi kaya yenye wewe unaweza enda ofisi. Unajua? Venye umekaa hapa hivi. Ndio saizi kazi ya DJing iko. Sasa DJing iko na I think nimekama hapa job, sijakuja kukatiana, si happy. Umeelewa? So there's a lot ambayo ime change sana that industry.
Yeah.
And I think long time ago ndio watu walikuwa wanasema ma DJ wanapenda madem, ma DJ walikuwa wanasijui nini, but nowadays things have changed. Hata sasa hizi kuna watu tunaweza toka pale juu kama hata hujasalamiwa.
Exactly.
Washajua kwamba watu wamekuja job. Unaona? Lakini ile area ile area
Kildi, no. Okay, my point here is just like Daddy has said, he doesn't entertain. Each career has its own challenges.
Exactly.
Everybody anybody in any career who doesn't have morals will just do what they want to do. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's about your morals, you as an individual. Like if you want to do it, you will do it. On camera, off camera.
No, I would say just be self-disciplined. Heshimu kazi yako, jiheshimu. Na kama una demba ama wife, muheshimu. Mpe tu respect yake.
I remember wakati nilikuwa naoa, nilioa hivi na niko na show somewhere. That is like this week, alafu next week nimeitiwa gig mahali, and it was for 1 year. You can remember that.
Yes,
for 1 week. Your time ya mobile. Umeenda mobile
road shows,
Road show. So tunawawacha hapo. Niliwacha wife yangu hapo. Na nikaenda job, na nikarudi. Unajua? So kuna vitu zenye saa hizi hii ni job. Hii ni job paka wife yako pia. By the way, it depends pia na ule mtu mwenye lazima ajue kwamba alimarika
kwa DJ.
Kwa mwanaume, a man is just a man, whether a DJ, whether a doctor, whether
listen,
an added
advantage. Yes. But nitakukosoa kidogo, usiaisema ati a man is just a man.
They are not.
They differ
Okay.
in character and in personality.
Okay.
Kuna watu tu wako tu na tabia yao, huwezi change.
Okay.
I think sasa Dardy nimegundua sasa anajua wanaume ni wakina nani.
Akina 5 hao wajuaje? Okay, so we're going to get some shoutouts. Honorable Joseph from Mukoya Hiundu, looking good Miss Mo and MC Kildi. Pokea salam za Honorable Sylvester Moya. Yeah, we welcome you to Sugapepper anytime. Just give us a shout out. Go to our inbox. We shall invite you. Ruth Nafula, thank you for following and thank you for enjoying our show. And Reb Lakimani, how is Kasarani? I miss Hunters. Thank you for always tuning in. Nelima Agathos, now you are now our #1 fan. We love you right back. Laz Makoha, thank you for always tuning in. We love you right back. Thank you for our viewers. We love you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I think we have a question from one of our guests, and he's asking a very simple question. How does COVID affected you DJs?
Personally, I'll be honest, like I told you from the beginning, it's my part-time job. So it hasn't affected me much. apart from just missing to DJ. Yeah, and missing to get together with my buddies, you know, my fans. Yeah, but financially it hasn't affected me so much.
Okay, when you were at home, like I remember that time, sometimes back, sisi pia tulianza tukaanza kwenda online DJing. Have you been in such situation?
No, I haven't. I decided not to be because of some other personal factors.
No, he has said it's a part-time, and I'm wondering why you're calling you DJ Daddy. Like, what do you do for a living?
I work with a charity organization.
You work with a charity organization?
Yes.
Tell us more about the charity organization.
Basically, it uplifts, yeah, an unprivileged girl child. That is by providing them basic education. Education, food, shelter. Yeah, just name them. All that.
Okay. So if I remember very well, I showed some girls at the border during the Teens in AI. They're one of the girls that you're trying to support.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a good initiative. Keep it up. You have a question? Why look at me like that? Wait, okay. So look at that camera. Look at that camera and talk to the class 7 pupils who have thought to be DJs and tell them the truth about the industry.
From my own personal view, a DJ can be a good career, yes, if you are disciplined and you have good morals. And number 2, don't use DJing to get fame, because once you are famous, most of us, yeah, huwa na kiburi, na hiyo kiburi inakuharibia kazi. Kiburi and wanaitaje pride, actually pride.
Yeah.
Na hiyo pride ndio huharibia ma-DJ wengi kazi. Because utajipata umeanza kuingia kwa starehe, vitu mob, which is not good. And at the end of the day, it's bad for your health, and your image and your personality. Najua vile watu wanakuona huku nje ni very important. So ukiharibu hiyo your image out there, then you'd rather not represent DJs. But you can make it a career. You can make it a good career. It is a career actually these days. People earn kina DJ Joe, kina nani, huyu wa reggae anaitwa nani?
Huyu Otalia huyo. Kokosobo moto
huyo ni MC.
Yeah.
Kuna Kokosobo ni MC. Kuna Nick D Entertainment anaitwa nani? DJ who? Mo Spice.
Ndio nauliza maswali.
DJ Mo Spice. DJ Adrian made a career na mpaka saizi ni mzee lakini ana DJ. Akina Simple Simon ndio hiyo uDJ ile watu wako majuu. So you can make it a career.
But don't be a celeb, but don't be a celeb without money.
Exactly.
Sikuwe celeb ujikazo kuwe celeb but niko na celeb na you are broke. In this life you just need to
in short, panga maisha yako.
Panga tu maisha yako. Then we have this thing yenye kena trend mazee, kuna watu wa shule fulani mademu na machadi. I think it's a mixed school na ni kama wamemaliza 4th form, I think wanamaliza 4th form. Kuna picha zime trend. I thank God kuna ule msee alikuwa anazidrop
feature my face.
Umeelewa? Na pia kuna wale wako na hizo faces. What can you tell these guys? As in these young guys. Unajua kuna kitu out of you hawaja realize kwamba kuna life in school and life out of school. Those are two different lifestyles. Hata ufanye nini, unajua ukiwa shule unapewa pokea, unakula, unafanya nini, unamka asubuhi unaingia huko. So huko unaenda it's
situation kwa ground ni tofauti. You're trying to say that, right? So as your opinion, like in that trending story, what do you think is lacking? What do you think is the problem with the teenagers, and they are getting themselves into entanglements that they can't even account for?
One, I would say from way back, and that is why hata wasichana wengi walipata mimba, I think so, during your COVID lockdown.
Period, yeah.
One, as parents, we've neglected our kids. Hatuna time na watoto wetu. Hatuna time ya kukaa chini na mtoi, tumuongeleshe, tumwambie the reality of life. You know, like, huwezi ongelesha mtoi wa class, sema class 8 kama mwenye mmaliza. Huwezi muongelesha story ya maisha ya mtu mwenye maza form 4. As parents, we need to learn how to handle our kids. To neglect hiyo sana. Muka chini na wangu namwambia, dota yenyewe, I just need you to focus on being busy. Busy meaning kunisaidia kwa keja, kufanya kazi za nyumba. When she gets time, watch TV kidogo. Hiyo wasi mkazi. She loves cartoons at 14 years. So nimempa hiyo freedom ya watch cartoon. But at the same time, mumtafutia books za kusoma. Story books, nini. I'm trying to nurture her to be a reader. You know, once umetafutia watu hii vitu kama hizo za kusoma according to the age groups, hawataanza kufikiria twende Murando na kina fulani. Unaelewa? Ama twende sijui wapi. Na pia kuna hii issue ya watu wengine huku nje wanaona ule mtu yeye ametosha. So don't ever trust your daughter with any stranger.
But to add on that, not even stranger.
Yeah, okay.
Not even stranger. Even your family members.
They say that baby girl should not even sit on any man's lap.
Laps.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd forgotten one thing. Kuna, for example, if you can afford na upeleke mtoi wako alan vitu kama life skills, essential life skills, digital literacy, they're very cheap squeezy. If you can manage, tafuta institution, wasome 5 days a week. These are things that haita burden kama shule ati wako na subjects juu ya msini. No. Like mine, she's enrolled anafanyia essential life skills na digital skills. So she's busy from Monday to Friday. Saturday, I'm with her kwa nyumba. We doing what we can, tunaenda tembelea nyanya yake. Tunarudi. She goes and spends time with her cousins. Yeah, kwa my sister. Saa zingine alale kwa my sister. And that is how nimemtrain.
That's kind of structured. Right?
Yes.
There is that period between akitoka hiyo training na akienda nyumbani where you're not there. If she doesn't have morals, she will sneak and then go back home, right? So I think as a parent, don't be so much concentrated on like hizo tunasema hizo like asa ameenda computer ako sawa, atakuja kwa kusaidia kazi, weekend nimpeleke, umesahau utaenda job, umache kwa hao. She can still sneak out.
That is why I started by saying parents to neglect watoi wetu. Ukianza kuongelesha mtoi mapema, umuonyeshe the reality of life, like what she's supposed to do and what she's not supposed to do, not forcing on her. Yeah. She will come up straight. Unajua usipompea time yako, hiyo time ataenda kutafuta kwingine.
Yeah, true.
That is why unapata hapa katikati ati sijui anatoka training mpaka kwa hawa amesnika ameenda. Hii attention ameenda kusiku kwingine.
You know, wacha nikwambie, mtoto msichana ni mtoto wa baba.
The Oedipus complex.
Yes. Mtoto kijana ama mvulana ni mtoto wa mama. Umeelewa? Actually, they learn a lot. Like now, the daughter to this guy. Unaona wako comfortable living together. Very comfortable. Okay, me I have boys. I live with them. I have boys.
So they are disadvantaged because their mother is not there.
Not there.
So the single mothers, their boys are in trouble because their fathers are not there.
Yes.
So they grow up to be very bad children outside
Not
here.
really. Not really. But there's some few things they don't learn.
Yeah.
Manelo.
Yeah.
There's some few things that they don't learn. Like now unaona sasa kama huyu, wacha nikwambie lazima akuwe very close to that girl. so that ile umesikia hiyo mapenzi ya baba, kama hapewi atapewa
kwa mwingine.
Umeelewa?
Yeah.
Na unajua kwa when it comes to a girl it's so tricky than a boy. Unajua mwanaume anasemaga kaende. As in, hata ana manage because kama wale wangu tuna manage. We are managing. Actually we are the same.
Mali ende
Mimi
change.
nimekaa saizi na watu hivi for 2 years without their mother and mama yao alifly. So it's just the same. So usiku kuna vitu zenye tulishapanga. Sisi sasa ile ni boys club.
But at the end of the day, Miss Mo, both genders, they just need a sense of direction from whichever parent
is available. Thank you.
Because you know, huwezi sema ati mtoi wangu ni mbaya cause hakuwa na baba ama hakuishi na mama. It depends on how you nurture that kid.
Yeah. I agree.
And the direction you point her towards. Yeah. And the most important thing, maombi.
Hallelujah.
Hata ufanye nini and you do not
lakini unajua maombi kwa ile unagota tu wenzako hapa juu kuna kugota.
Unasikia? Kildi.
Very spiritual guy in this Sugapepper team.
Kildi. Hata ufanye nini?
We have Nana.
we have more.
Okay.
You see, even if you do what and you don't seek the direction ya God, hiyo ni kazi bure. Hata sisi wenyewe kuna time inafikaga ukienda kudozo naambia God, Bwana, kesho nikiamuka nifungulie tu. Cheza tu kaa wewe. That's very much important. And finally, watoto tu, whether ni Muslim ama nini, watoto wafunzwe kwenda kanisa. As parents, mfunzo watoto kwenda kanisa. Si ati wewe unatoka peke yako mwacha watoto kwa nyumba, wanakuuliza unaenda wapi kanisa? Unaacha mtoto anafanya. Beba familia, enda kanisa.
Add on that, pia kuna kitu nataka pia watu.
Actually that is for spiritual growth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kuna kitu pia inafaa watu learn. Okay, what learn from you when you are praying. Wacha kujificha kwa bedroom.
Omba na watoto.
Exactly.
Wajue kwamba this is our trend. In this home, this is our trend. We need to pray. When he goes, maybe pia na happen kwamba ameenda kole, ameenda pia ameanzisha life yake. Pia anajua kwamba where I came from, people were praying. By the way, ujue sisi hao watoto wana copy paste. As in,
exactly,
sisi pia tume copy paste. So, unajua tumetoa kwa maparo yetu, tumeileta kwa yetu. Pia venye tunatoka hapa kama tutaiacha kama haukuitengeneza vizuri ati vile ulikuwa unaona to assume kuna zile familia zenye zilikuwa very violent ambao unapata mother na buda walikuwa na dimana wewe umekuja umefika kwa hawa yako wewe pia ujue pia watu wako wana do the same.
Of course. And kuna mtu aliniuliza ati wewe ni DJ always busy, mara uko sijui wapi, umeenda wapi, usiku uko kwa bar na DJ ama club, unapata time gani ya ku pray? If you know you'll be busy in the night, omba morning, conclude na God asubuhi. I'm just saying from that is what I do. That is what me I do. Si ati na conclude kabisa sasa jioni hata samwambia thank you God na nilale. But me I do mostly my prayers in the morning. If I know in the evening sitakuwa available. If evening itakuwa available, I do them in the evening.
So like mimi maombi yangu naifanya saa 6 kamili usiku.
Mimi maombi yangu nafanya saa hivi.
Wanasemaga haina time. Ina depend.
Okay, so
anytime is prayer time.
Ameka trend yake amesema maze kwa sababu leo utakuwa busy.
And then they can make good use of their phones. Like they can join very informative groups and learn from those groups, church groups.
Install Bible
for phone,
apps, yeah.
so that was in internet for the wrong reasons. So as we are winding up, we'd like to get closing remarks from my co-host and from my guest. And as you can see, a DJ is not just a DJ. Like we should demystify demystify the fact that a DJ is not a bad career. Like yes. you can see from DJ Dardy, he has content, he has gone to school, he has a degree, and he knows what he's doing apart from doing the DJ. So we should encourage our children to pursue their dreams.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Mr. DJ, your closing remarks before we read the final comments.
Ningesema tu ile talent mtoi wako ako nayo usimforce ku-divert. Mwache afanye chenye roho yake inapenda. Mwenyewe baadaye atafanya nini? Atachange akitaka.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Na DJ ni career. Mtu asiwadanganya ati ni kazi mbaya ati sisi sijui tunatembeaga na wanawake. No. Hiyo ni uongo mtupu. That is what is perceived, but it's not what is in the ground.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
By the sisi ma DJ, I think if I'm not wrong, sisi ndio tunaweza kuwa.
Sasa watu waache kuharibia ma DJ majina. DJ
Tukitoka
za
tu hapa,
career. Yes.
next tunakuja kwa mapasta. As in hivyo ndio tumejipanga.
Wewe utakuwa pastor.
Lazima DJ.
Lakini thank you Sugapepper kuni alika. And I hope God that to bless we continue this for future.
Yeah. Actually, DJ,
Yes.
you're most welcome, and we just thank you for making sure that you appear in our show. Last week, by the way,
Shida ilikuwa mingi.
Studio Steve Kilos.
Tuko gizani.
Kwanza kabla mchekecheke umeulizwa, have you considered doing live online shows, you as a DJ? Now that with the COVID scenario, from your house with your decks, you doing the whatever, inafaa ujibu. And then Mose Bigman anasema wazazi wapeleke watoto kanisani, such a powerful sentiment from our DJ. Thank you for that sentiment. Yeah. Utajibu swali leo kesho ama siku nyingine?
Sini briefly too.
Yeah.
I've not yet thought about it. I tried thinking about it, but ikapotea kwa kichwa time ya lockdown kabisa.
Dardy.
But I don't mind doing it one time.
Umesahau kuna jamaa ulikuwa unatumiaga mixtape zako ng'ambo. Usifikiri?
Oh.
Wewe bana.
Oh yeah, DJ Blue Moon.
Nice.
Yeah, DJ Blue Moon actually. Yeah. No, DJ ako UK, he owns a Blue Box Radio. So mnaweza mfuata online. Yeah, nilikuwa namtumia. I used to have a session every Wednesday, reggae, 2-hour session. Reggae Wednesdays. But COVID ilikuwa COVID, so
You can deal na sisi. But anyway, you see, Dardy is our DJ. We have more, Mazemo. Umecheza kaa wewe.
Kiyesu.
So,
yeah, so it has been an insightful session. Thank you for owning to our invitation. We have learned a lot. The audience is pleased. We are pleased. And we will invite you again for other such powerful discussions.
I'll be honored.
Because you are an instrument of power.
I'll be honored.
Yeah. We shall be having, maybe in future, some boys club discussions. You will be very much invited. Yeah, we appreciate you so much. Keep doing what you do. Keep inspiring lives. Do it with zeal like you're doing it already.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much.
I'm
a co-host. You've been amazing. We do this again next Friday.
I'm humbled.
I'm humbled too. Dear audience, we've come to the end of the show. It was Friday Sugapepper Conversations. I was your host, Miss Mo.
MC Kildi.
DJ Dardy.
Until next Friday,
Adios.
adios.